First dish we're going to make today is pasta al burro. That's actually it's really the Alfredo of Italy. There is no such true Alfredo, it's more of an American dish. This dish here is just a pure butter and cheese dish. They usually use Parmesan cheese. What we're going to do is cut a tablespoon of butter for each bowl here, and it's just for a tablespoon for each helping, that's all. So we add just a tablespoon of butter to each one. No need to melt it right now, it's going to melt with the pasta. It's natural heat, I guess, you know. So just chop it up a little bit here. Now the closest thing we'll get to fettuccine Alfredo in Italy is this sauce, but it's heavy on the butter. You add more and more butter, it makes it creamier that way. And then you mix in the Parmesan cheese, sprinkle it in on top, but constantly mix as you mix in some pasta. You can use some fettuccine, you can use any pasta really. It's almost as the Americans have mac and cheese for their basic pasta dish, they have pasta al burro. Now, before we also mix in the pasta, you also want to sprinkle in some of the Parmesan already with that. Just a little bit, not too much. Now pretty much this dish is set until the pasta comes to a boil, and then you don't want it too soft though. You want a little toughness to this kind of pasta. So now back to the pasta al burro. Once you have a nice hot pasta, you lay it on top of that butter, and as you mix it in, you gradually add some more Parmesan. So you want a healthy, almost an even mix of butter and Parmesan. Mix it up. More, mix it up. This dish is more, you don't make it in bulk. You make it for individual serving. It's an easy thing to make. It's almost, come home, you don't want to make a full meal, just break out some pastas, a little bit of butter, a little bit of cheese, and you got yourself pasta al burro. Alfredo sauce is essentially the American take on pasta al burro. And we took their simple butter and Parmesan mixture and we added more butter. We added lots more Parmesan. We're going to add a few eggs, 3 eggs total, and we're going to add a couple cups of whole milk. It's going to become a very rich and creamy sauce that you can add to, say, fettuccine, to make a fettuccine Alfredo. You can do ziti and have chicken and broccoli. You can pretty much put it on any kind of pasta, and it's very open-ended. You can just mix with anything, and it's a very delicious, very simple pasta to make, and it keeps well in case you make too much and you just want to save some for later. Okay, so while you're waiting for the butter to melt, what you can do is crack open the 3 eggs. I'm gonna get them in there, get that mix going on. What you want to do is whip these eggs. Oh, you left. Now, if you recall, the pasta al burro only had 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 for each dish. This one, we're using a pound of butter total. So that has to melt before we create the sauce. Also different is these 3 eggs that I'm adding, or the 3 eggs that I'm adding. And instead of just sprinkling some Parmesan on there, we use 4 cups for this. This is 2 cups right now. Add that in there. Mix that up a bit. And also we're going to use 2 cups of whole milk on top of that. This is going to be the other 2 cups of cheese. Alright. Now we're going to need 2 cups of milk. Now this is a very fattening sauce, so that's why I'm using the whole milk. We have the eggs. You can use cream, but it's going to change the flavor completely. So you add 2 cups of milk right in there. And another 2 cups. Now we just continue to mix. And when this is getting mixed up, we add the final 1 pound of butter. So as you mix, it's gonna become very clear that it's a white sauce, a very white sauce. You're going to want to heat it up and mix it up some more so that way you can break down the rest of the Parmesan. But it should taste very creamy. You're going to have a perfect blend of the milk, the eggs, the butter, and the Parmesan. When you finish, it shouldn't be chunky at all. It's going to be nice and smooth, and a very smooth sauce.